check the SOS, the Secretary of State system. Your client does not have a license.
Okay, so I don't think he's gotten it very recently. We'll confirm.
We just checked today, just now. We just checked it while we were talking.
I trust it.
So we're going to set it for a pre-trial for September 28th. Is that a good day for you?
That should work, yes.
Okay.
8:30?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for your time, Your Honor. Have a nice weekend, all.
Have a great day. Stay safe.
And Your Honor, I do apologize just with the prosecutor in the room. Is there an offer for Fred Marshall for it's a no tag for no inspection on the safety trailer?
One second, I gotta see who's speaking.
It's Paula, so perfect timing, actually.
She's out there.
Yeah, but who's speaking? What attorney?
Josh Kaplan. I apologize, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Do we have the file here? So
It's state.
it's a state charge. We do have the state assistant prosecuting attorney out here that can speak with you, counsel.
I just sent the 2 tickets to you, APA phone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Marshall, and there was another one that was a state ticket as well. And I just sent both of them to you. Those are these 2 files, Judge, for on the code.
Okay.
Hey, good morning, Council for Mansour.
Yes, good morning.
Hi, good morning. I'm Cindy Rogers, one of the city attorneys. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Officer Johnson is checked in. I have 1 count of allowing unlicensed driver to drive. I can do a 3-month delayed sentence with no objection to dismissal based on payment.
Here's just a quick issue is that the guy wasn't driving, my client, okay?
Sorry,
He wasn't
I'm
in the
sorry,
car.
To cut you off. We're in open court, so I'll get on Zoom and we can talk privately.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay, Judge, we are live on YouTube. I turned it on.
Make me host. Make me hold the host, and then. Thank you. I will do that. I just figured that I'd have it done before you got back. But you will have. Where are you? All right. Okay.
I'm sorry, was Mr. Attorney Kaplan on the?
He's out here. He's out on the screen.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to see, was he on the Marshall matter?
Yes,
Yes.
that's my case.
Can we go into a breakout room?
Would you like me to put you all in the breakout room?
That would be great.
Okay. Going to put you into room 20.
Thank you.
No problem.
And
Attorney
Madam Clerk,
Rogers.
oh, thank you. Can I go in a breakout room with both House counsels, please?
Yes.
I'll just put them in 21. If that's. Oh, you've already started doing it. No, you did. You want me to take it? You got to go.
Hey, good morning.
Okay. Madam Court Reporter, if the interpreter comes in, can you please let her know to go to room 435?
435.
Yes.
Okay, no problem.
No, you were talking and I wasn't sure where we were.
Attorney Rucker, can you go to room 21? The city attorney is in there.
So Rucker's in there. Then we need Dillard to go in there.
I'm gonna just go.
Yeah.
He was in there talking to somebody.
Yeah, I know, but he could come back.
She probably was.
Ms. Precious Moore, unmute your microphone.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can't hear you. You asked for help while you're in the breakout room. What's going on?
I was talking and the guy that was on my screen, he disappeared.
No, it's okay, ma'am. Everything's okay. The attorney, they needed him to for something else real fast. He'll come back in to see you. There's not a problem, all right? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna put you back in the room, ma'am, or you can touch your screen and you should see 3 dots on it. You touch it and it'll say you can go back, you could join the breakout room again. You could go back, the attorney will come back in to see you and finish your conversation.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Good, how are you?
You are virtual, right?
Yes.
You got an in-person out there with Scott Morris.
We didn't have any. Let's see if he's on the docket.
Yes, he is, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Let's see. Have him step inside the door.
Okay.
Mr. Morris, you weren't supposed to be in the courtroom. You were supposed to be on Zoom, sir. So we're gonna do Zoom in the hallway. Pardon me? What? We'll do the Zoom in the hallway, right? Well, you want that because we can't have everybody signing out in the hallway talking on Zoom, sir. So when you got your instructions, it said come out on Zoom. It did not say come in person. And unfortunately, the attorneys are on Zoom, so I can't put you in a room and have an attorney discuss this with you. So, do you have your phone with you? Yes, sir. Okay, you have a car outside? No. You came on a bus. All right, I tell you what, it might take a little while. You have a seat out. Just have a seat in the hallway and we'll work out something. So you can talk to the attorney on Zoom. Okay. With your phone. So just.
Your Honor, Madam Clerk, do I need to be in with the city attorney? This is Attorney Trojanowski.
Yeah, the city attorney is out on Zoom talking to another attorney right now.
Okay,
let's see, where is she? She's in one of the breakout rooms with one of the attorneys. So we'll let you talk to her as soon as she finishes talking with with Attorney Rucker.
No worries. Thank you.
Okay.
Your Honor, Attorney Kaplan and I need a new date because he needs to get a copy of the annual inspection so I can review it.
Attorney Cap. All right. Oh, let's see. My clerk had to step away and I don't have all the files in front of me, but let me see what I can find. I don't know if it's on her desk or the city attorney's table. 1 second.
Oh, no problem. It's a Key Container Services, Frederick Marshall.
All right, I don't have the file in front of me, but let me just write a note out. And when do you want to adjourn this matter to?
How long do you think you need, Attorney Kaplan?
Your Honor, just a few weeks. And then I did speak with Ms. Cole about if I get her the stuff, we could probably just do a stip and order prior to the next court date and maybe not even need to go to the court date itself. So maybe 3 weeks.
Well, what we'll do is I'll give you a next pretrial date, which will be September the let's see, where is it? Which will be September the 28th. If you resolve it earlier and you contact the court and we can pull it up earlier and do something, we do that. But right now, I'm just going to schedule it for
Your Honor,
28th.
I apologize. Is there another non-Thursday morning that'd be available? Just in case, because I do the local prosecution and
That's fine. That's fine. We can do 9/26. Or how about that?
9/26.
Great.
Thank you, Your Honor. That'd be great.
Okay,
Thank you,
so
Attorney Kaplan. Looking forward to hearing from you.
You too.
Hey, hold on 1 second. 1 second, Attorney Cole. Let's see. All right. Now, who is this we're doing? Because I don't have a file in front of me, so I got to get some information down. Who is it?
I got the ticket right here in front of me. Your wonderful clerk.
What's the defendant's name?
Frederick Lee
Marshall.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to call it. This is ticket number SP 14575-361, the People versus Frederick Marshall. And this matter is going to be adjourned until what date?
September 26th, Your Honor.
All right, counsel, let's do it this way. Place your name on the record.
Joshua Kaplan on behalf of Mr. Marshall, who is present.
Paula Cole on behalf of the people.
Okay. All right. These matters will be, it's actually only one case, right? Again, it's SP 14575-361. It is for no Michigan Department of Transportation inspection. All right. So we're adjourning into September the 26th at 8:30 a.m.
Thank you so much, Judge.
All right. Thank you. All right, you're all done. If that's all you had, counsel.
Yes, thank you. And Mr. Marshall, you can log off now. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you. Attorney Rogers, we have something ready?
Just about. I have some things ready with Attorney Rucker, but also before that, could I go in a breakout room with counsel for Mansour?
Councilman
Attorney,
Trojanowski.
yes.
Okay, Attorney Trojanowski, Madam City Attorney, you can go back into 21. I'll bring Attorney Trojanowski in there to meet with you. That okay, Council?
It's good with me.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna.
Excuse me, Judge.
Yes, sir.
The people that are ready to go, do you want me to pull them out? The people that,
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
If you have people ready to go, pull them out. So.
all right.
Ms. Rogers, are you still here? Okay. Nope, she's, yeah.
Hello?
Just hold on, sir. We will get to
Okay.
you.
Okay, sir.
Unmuted, ladies and gentlemen. You do not have to just say hello. When we're ready to call your case, we will say your name and ask you to unmute. Counsel for Mohammed Mansour, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I don't want to butcher anyone's name, so
You're
Mr.
fine.
Mohammed Mansour, unmute your microphone, state your full name, please.
Yeah, Mohammed Abdullah Mansour.
Okay, all right. Sir, you have ticket number P1419319, the People versus Mohammed, Mohammed, Mansour, Monsoor. You're charged with one count of allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle. Counsel, your appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Edward Trojanowski, P76616, appearing on behalf of Mr. Mansour.
Very well. As we know in the legal profession, for anything, this is a misdemeanor charge. For any misdemeanor charge or any criminal case, we have to have two elements. We have to have an act and we have to have the intent. I understand that your client did not know that the person did not have a driver's license, therefore they could not have had knowledge. And so we don't have knowledge. We don't have the two prongs that's necessary in a criminal case. So this matter is dismissed.
Your Honor, thank you. Have a great weekend to you and your staff.
As well, sir. Stay safe.
You can log off, sir, Mr. Mansour.
Thank you.
Clarissa Merriweather, unmute your microphone, state your full name, please.
Clarissa Ann Merriweather.
All right, Ms. Merriweather, you have ticket number SP1468392. This is a charge of improper plates. This is written under a state code. You also have SP1468392. You have a misdemeanor for no insurance. And let me do this. It's something I always do to assist the court reporter. Your name is spelled Clarissa. Last name is Meriwether. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Ma'am, I do have an offer from, well, it's not an offer, actually, it's a dismissal indicating that you do have valid documentation. And so these matters are dismissed because you are compliant with the law. You can sign off. You are all set to go, ma'am. Good luck to you.
Have a good day, Your Honor.
As well. Torin McDuffie, unmute your microphone, state your full name, please.
Torin McDuffie.
All right, Mr. McDuffie, turn the camera on, please.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to call your case while you're doing that. This is case number P1474469, the People versus Torin, Torron McDuffie, McDuffy. Mr. McDuffie, you have one charge. It's a misdemeanor for no insurance. I understand that you do have valid documentation. You do have insurance. You are compliant with the law. Therefore, this matter is dismissed. You're all set. You can sign off. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. You can sign off. Stay safe. I'll help you out, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Ms. Rucker, do you have anything else ready, or do we have any retained counsel out here who has something ready? You have some more? Thank you.
He's requesting bench trials on all of those,
Okay,
and then these will be pleas.
all right, thank you. Artez McCurry, unmute your microphone, state your full name, please. Raise your right hand, state your full name.
Artez McCurry.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth, sir?
Yes, sir.
You may lower your hand. Mr. McCurry, you have ticket number P1474237, the People versus Artez, or Artiz, A-R-T-I-Z. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but McCurry, M-C-C-U-R-R-Y. Mr. McCurry, you have 2 counts under this ticket number. Count 1 is driving unregistered motor vehicle. Count 2 is no insurance. They're both misdemeanors. The people made an offer that if you pled to count 1, to drive an unregistered motor vehicle, they would amend and reduce that charge to improper plates, and they would dismiss count 2, the no insurance. Am I understanding, sir, that you reject that offer and you maintaining a not guilty status and you want to have a trial? Is that correct, sir?
No, sir. What happened was I just told him I just
Your
needed
Honor.
a day or so to make sure thing was right. Okay.
Hold on, sir.
Okay. Yes.
Your Honor, Tyrone Ruck on behalf of Mr. McCurry. Mr. McCurry requested a trial date only to get some time. He said by Tuesday he will have both the documents. So he had requested a trial date only because that's when he'll have it on Tuesday. So
Okay. Mr. McCurry.
Yes, sir.
This registration, you're saying it's not in your vehicle?
I got my registration right here. What it was that he told me when the officer stopped me, I showed him the paperwork.
Hold on, sir. Sir, you're going into stuff I don't need to know. Okay.
Okay.
You have a registration and do you have insurance? That's all I need to know.
No, sir, not at this moment. I'll have it Tuesday.
Well, that's not the point, sir. Is do you have it today? See, the ticket was for June 27th. If you didn't have it then and you didn't get it before your trial date, before your court date, then you don't have it, sir. We don't just keep adjourning stuff for people to go get it. You have the opportunity to bring your stuff in on court date and they will recognize that. I don't just keep adjourning stuff for people to go out and get documents that they could have came to court with.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. But Your Honor, can I explain one thing?
Sir, I don't want you to go into anything because if we end up having a trial, that's why we put you in a breakout room with an attorney in private. So I can't hear anything. Because if you start talking about things and then you decide that we're going to have a trial and you've already said something, now you say something different, that's a problem. That's why I don't listen to what you're saying when you talk to an attorney. And all I'm saying is, sir, if you know you come into court for no insurance, why would you come ready and saying, well, I have insurance today, which the court generally recognizes it and will dismiss your case. But I have more dockets and more cases. I can't keep putting stuff off and having big dockets where I could have just got rid of this today because you came in with documents.
I understand. Yeah.
Do you have any other cases that's like this, Attorney Rucker?
just one. Well, no, they're actually taking a road test. So that we just enjoying that they're taking a road test to get their license.
So, Mr. McCurry, you never went and got insurance after this. Is that what happened? And now you want to get insurance for your next court date?
Yes, sir.
So I'm looking at the notes from the officer. It's saying the insurance had expired in 2020, in November of 2022, it looks like. So So you had actually 9 months to get insurance. So I can't adjourn this matter. You want to take the offer today or not? I can't just have everybody come in and say, oh, give me another date and I'll come back with insurance. You should have came back with it as a date, sir. This was your court date.
But Your Honor, but what had happened, I actually had a stroke. That's what I'm saying. Between when I got stopped, I wasn't driving that car, Your Honor, at that time. That car been sitting up. That's what I was saying.
Well, let me say this, sir. This ticket says that this car was on Grand River and eastbound and Jeffries Freeway. So that car wasn't sitting if it's driving on the freeway.
Can you hear me, Your Honor?
I can hear you, sir. But I'm saying this ticket says that this ticket was given when this car was driving in the area of Grand River and eastbound Grand River and the Jeffries Freeway. So it wasn't sitting if it's on Grand River and Jeffries Freeway.
Right, that's what I'm saying, Your Honor. At that moment in time, I didn't. That's what I'm saying. What had actually happened, Your Honor, was I had got this in 2022. That's what he was saying. But my registration said that my tag was took off my actual vehicle.
Sir, I've already told you I cannot listen to factual things, sir. But you're telling me that this car was sitting, and I'm saying the ticket that you received on June 27, 2023 was eastbound Grand River to Jeffries Freeway. You said this car was sitting. It could not have been sitting if that's where you got the ticket, sir.
That's what I'm saying. You told me don't explain. So I understand.
No, I can't have it. But that's the problem. When you start saying stuff that doesn't make sense, that's the problem. And that's why I tell you don't explain anything. Because now you're telling me the car was driving. I wasn't driving, but the ticket shows that it was. So that's why I tell you don't say anything, because then you start saying something that doesn't make sense and unbelievable. So you fully recovered from your stroke, sir?
No, sir. That's why when I went for last week, they had to reschedule it. I'm not fully recovered yet.
Wait a minute. What had to be rescheduled?
I'm saying that I had a date last Friday, and I had tests last Friday.
You mean medical stuff?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's.
I apologize.
All right, sir. I'm gonna give you a date to come back. This is it. I'm not giving you multiple dates. So if you come back and you don't have your stuff, then we're going forward with it.
Yes, sir.
So I'll have you come back on September the 28th at 8:30 a.m., sir.
September 28th, 8:30.
All right, you come back out here the same way on Zoom, sir.
Yes, sir.
8:30 a.m. We'll see you then.
Yes, sir. Me off again.
I couldn't. You're breaking up, so I didn't hear what you said.
I said, can you click off? Let me click off.
Yeah, you can sign off, sir. We'll see you on the 28th, September 28th, 8:30 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Have a good day.
I think he was saying, Judge, can you click him off?
Oh, sign him out? Yeah. Well, he's gone now, so. All right. Precious Moore, unmute your microphone. State your full name, please. Do we have Precious Moore out here now? I don't see her in the main courtroom. Is she in the breakout room? Now, Precious Moore is in breakout room 6. Let me see if I can get her out. If not, counsel, you may, is this someone you talked to?
Yes, Your Honor.
And let's see if we can get her out, because sometimes I can request that someone comes out and they're not paying attention to their screen and they're just stuck there forever. So I think we need a system where we can just pull them out. Yeah, instead of requesting that they come out. So. All right, counsel, I see you have Ms. Moore out. Precious Moore, unmute your microphone, state your full name. I don't see her now. She went back in. She came out of room 6 and now she's back in. Let's see. Oh my goodness. I'm sending her a signal. Hold on. Let's see if she comes out this time. So she came out, she put the thing on, she went right back in. Now she should be out now. Precious Moore, are you out of the breakout room now?
Yes.
All right, Miss Moore. I need you to raise your right hand. State your full name. Right hand, ma'am. Thank you. State your full name.
Precious J. Moore.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
You may lower your hand, Ms. Moore. Ms. Moore, you have ticket number P1473748, The People versus Precious, Precious, Moore, Moore. Ms. Moore, you have 3 counts under this ticket number. Count 1 is a civil infraction for failing to use a seatbelt. Count 2 is a civil infraction for no receipt or unsigned registration. And count 3 is a misdemeanor for no insurance. Ms. Moore, the people have indicated if you were to plead to the no receipt or unsigned registration, a civil infraction, they would dismiss the fail to use a seatbelt, and they would dismiss the no insurance charge. Do you want to take advantage of that, ma'am, or do you want to set these for trial and formal hearing?
I will take advantage of it.
All right. Ms. Moore, I've already sworn you. You understand that you have a right to have a a formal hearing in this matter. A formal hearing looks just like a trial, except it's called a formal hearing because it's a civil infraction. You cannot be found guilty of a civil infraction. You can be found responsible. You can only be found guilty of a criminal matter. You understand that you have a right to have a formal hearing and challenge this matter?
Yes.
Are you pleading responsible because you are responsible?
Yes.
On June 27th of 2023, were you operating a motor vehicle in the area of 7 Mile and Hayes Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you stopped by the police?
Yes.
The vehicle you were driving, ma'am, was that your vehicle?
Yes.
Had you updated the registration, ma'am?
Yes.
You had? If your registration was valid at that time?
Yeah, my registration was valid at the time, but I didn't have it in the car on me. But yes, I have registration.
Do you have your valid registration now, ma'am?
Yes.
And do you have insurance now?
No.
You don't have insurance. Okay. All right. Do you still have that car, ma'am, or a car?
Yes.
Do you have insurance on any car?
No.
Oh. Oh, counsel, I'm trying to help you, but.
Well, Ms. Moore, at the time you were stopped, you didn't have registration with you, correct?
Correct.
Oh, she said she had a registration, though the charge is no receipt or unsigned registration. It doesn't really say on you, it just says that she didn't have it, or actually, or unsigned, which is really something that makes no sense, but All right, council, what we can do is we can take count three. She said she had no insurance and we can, Ms. Rogers would agree to amend that down to improper plates. I mean, yeah, improper plates. How about that?
Sounds good to me, Your Honor.
I want you to take Ms. Moore and you explain that to her. So, that's just one of the lowest charges. Unfortunately, that one is a misdemeanor, but it's not something that would affect her driving record. So we'll get back to you, Ms. Moore. I want to see what we can do. If city attorney comes back in, we will ask her to take another look at it. So just mute your microphone, Ms. Morris. We'll get back to you. Ms.
Okay.
Moore, I apologize. All right. Brooke Morris, unmute your microphone, state your full name, please.
Brooke Morris.
All right, I'm sorry, ma'am. Raise your right hand and do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
You may lower your hand, ma'am. Ms. Morris, you have ticket number P1455693, the People versus Brooke, BROOKE, Morris, MORRIS. Ms. Morris, you have a misdemeanor for driving while license not valid. The people have indicated that you that they would amend and reduce this charge to fail to display. Fail to display is one of the lowest license charges there is. It would suggest that you did have a driver's license at the time, you just did not have it on you when the police officer stopped you. Do you want to take advantage of that, ma'am, or do you want to set this for trial?
I'll take the deal.
All right, Ms. Morris. I've already sworn you. You understand you do have a right. You don't have to plead guilty to anything. You do have a right to take it to trial. If you went to trial, the prosecution would have to present evidence. That evidence would have to rise to a level of proof beyond a reasonable doubt before a judge or a jury could find you guilty. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
You understand by pleading guilty, you give up your right to challenge it.
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty, Ms. Morris?
Yes.
On the date of May 3rd, 2023, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit without a valid license?
Yes.
Court will find you guilty of the amended reduced charge of fail to display a license. Your fine is $225. Can you pay that right away or do you need time? If you need time, tell me what you actually need and not what you think I will give you.
I'm currently unemployed. I have a 9-month-old, so I do need some time.
How about 3 months, ma'am?
That's doable.
Okay. Now, the other good thing about that, ma'am, is in that 3 months does not mean that you have to pay it at one time. If you want to pay $10 here, $5 there, I don't care what increments you do it in. It's just that in 3 months from today's date, which would be November the 6th, the entire amount is paid. Like I said, if you paid it, whatever you want, whatever you can afford, $20 here or there, that's fine. Long as $225 is paid on or before November the 6th.
That's fine. Thank you.
Okay. All right, ma'am. Do you know how and where to pay?
Can I go online?
You can go online. You're the first person that said that in days. Online at one of the kiosks around the city that's called DivDat in a lot of the stores, or come to the courthouse. But you can do that online, and the other 2 matters are dismissed.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, you didn't have other 2 matters. You only
Got
had
it.
the one.
Yeah,
Okay.
correct.
All right, ma'am. All right. So good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. Is that Ketwan or Ketwan Meredith?
For whatever reason, Judge, he's still in the room. I'm trying to pull him out. There he is.
There he is. All right, sir. Mr. Meredith, raise your right hand, state your full name, please.
Ketwan Dion Meredith.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth? You have to keep your hand up. Are you driving, sir?
No, sir.
Did I tell you earlier that you have to be in a car that was stationary?
Yes, sir.
All right, you don't follow instructions well. Call back in, sir. I can't have you move. Well, I'm gonna finish this, sir. But ladies and gentlemen, when I give instruction, it's not for you to decide if you want to follow it or not.
But no, sir.
This creates a problem this creates a problem, sir, when signals keep going in and out. And I don't have time to play, have people going in and out, and I can't talk to you. I want to call your case, get you out of here. So I'm not sure why, if I tell you to do something, you don't do it because you think you have the right to do it.
No, sir. I wasn't trying to get violated on my tether because I had to be down there for a meet. So I was trying to keep going until.
Sir, I don't know where you are. I don't know, sir. First of all, I don't know where you are that it would violate your tether. That's something totally separate and apart because you could never violate your tether by being in court on Zoom.
No, that wasn't it. I had to go to a meeting, but okay, I'm stopped.
All right. I already swore you, sir. You have one misdemeanor for no insurance. The people have indicated if you were to plea today, they would amend and reduce that charge to improper place, one of the lowest charges there is. Do you want to take advantage of that, or do you want to set this for trial, sir?
Okay, do that still get you points or no?
There's no points.
Yeah, I'll take that.
All right. Mr. Merritt, do you understand that you do have a right to take this to trial and you can challenge it? You can cross-examine the witnesses, you can present witnesses of your own, and for a judge or a jury to find you guilty, the evidence would have to rise to a level of proof beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. And are you pleading guilty because you are guilty, sir?
Yes, sir.
On the date of July the 1st of 2023, sir, did you have a motor vehicle? You didn't actually even have to be driving it. Did you have a motor vehicle that was inside a park on a city street and there was no insurance on that vehicle? That was your vehicle?
Yes.
Court will find you guilty of the amended and reduced charge of improper plate, sir. Your fine is $225. Can you pay that right away or do you need time?
I need time, sir.
How much time do you need?
Like 2 weeks.
I'll give you 4 weeks, sir. That would be September the 5th, 2023.
Okay, I will have it paid before then.
All right. Good luck to you, sir. You can sign off. Stay safe.
All right, thank you.
Judge, do you have Miss Matthews' file?
Hold on, counsel. That's the next one I'm going to call.
Attorney Gillett, the judge is giving you co-host capabilities. Now, I'm not the host, so I couldn't do it. He has to do it. Only the host can do co-host capabilities.
Your Honor, requesting co-host capabilities. Yeah, she just said that, counsel. Yes, you are co-host now. Thank you. I apologize, Ms. Matthews. I was trying to talk to you and I was muted. Ms. Matthews, I need you to raise your right hand. State your full name, please. Right hand, ma'am. Right hand.
Angelica Matthews.
Ms. Matthews, do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes, sir.
You may lower your hand, Ms. Matthews. Ms. Matthews, you have ticket number P1472030. The People versus Angelica, Angelica Matthews, Matthews. Ms. Matthews, you have 3 counts under this ticket number. Count 1 is a civil infraction for violating basic speed law. You also have a misdemeanor for count 2 for driving an unlicensed without a license. And count 3 is a misdemeanor for no insurance. The People have indicated, ma'am, the civil infraction for violating a basic speed law, which carries 2 points on your license. The People will amend and reduce that charge to blockading traffic, which is a non-moving violation, so 0 points. And they will dismiss the other 2 matters. Do you want to take advantage of that, Ms. Matthews, or do you want to set this for trial and formal hearing?
I want to take advantage of that.
Okay, yes, most people would want to take advantage of that. All right, Ms. Matthews, I've already sworn you. You understand that you have a, this is a civil infraction, so you don't have a, well, you have a right to have a formal hearing. It's not a constitutional right, but you do have a right that if you wanted to just challenge this, you could have a formal hearing. A formal hearing looks exactly like a trial. It's just the standards are different. Because it's not a criminal matter, you cannot be found guilty, but you can be found responsible. And it's the proofs in a criminal matter is proof beyond a reasonable doubt. And in a civil infraction, it is preponderance of the evidence, which some people have characterized it as being going halfway there and then a little bit more. Kind of hard to explain preponderance of the evidence, but it's much, much lower standard than proof beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
And you understand by pleading responsible, you give up your right to have a formal hearing.
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading responsible because you are in fact responsible?
Yes, sir.
On the date of June 29th of 2023, were you operating a motor vehicle in the area of West Grand Boulevard and Linwood in the city of Detroit?
Yes, sir.
Were you stopped by the police?
Yes, sir.
Officer said you were either speeding or driving in an unsafe manner. Were you speeding, ma'am? Were you driving over the speed limit?
Yes, sir. I was trying to get away from the reckless driver next to me.
Okay, so you were trying to get away from a reckless driver, so you start speeding to get away from a reckless driver, so right?
No, let me reframe. When I was leaving James Cole Funeral Home, and you get down to one lane, the gentleman that was next to me, he was ready to go.
Stop. I can't go into all of that with you, man.
Okay. All right. So yeah, it's my fault. I'm sorry.
I didn't ask that, ma'am. You said you were speeding. That's good enough. Court will find you responsible for the amended and reduced charge of blockading, which is a non-moving violation, which is a 0-point ticket. All right. So your fine, however, is $175. It's $175, but there's no points on your license and won't affect your driving record. The other 2 matters, driving while license suspended and no insurance, both of those were tickets that would carry a fine of $225 each. So that would be $450. Both of those are dismissed. So, and so your one ticket is $175. The The only issue with that, it is a civil infraction, and civil infractions must be paid within 14 days. So I can't, you heard me give people 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. I can't do it for civil infractions. I can only do that for misdemeanors.
Okay. So in 14 days, you have to have one, you say 175?
That's correct.
Okay.
So if you take care of that, ma'am, you're all set. The other two matters are dismissed at this time.
Okay.
All right, good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, do I have either one of the attorneys out here now? Let's see. Let's see. Mr. Diller is in the breakout room and Attorney Rucker. Oh, there you are, Attorney Rucker. I'm looking all around you and didn't see you. That was one of those, can't see the forest for the trees. Mr. Rucker, you have something else that I can call?
Let me go check the breakout room. Make sure all my people are out. Let's see.
Was Miss Rashida Moore, was that yours?
No, Your Honor, that wasn't one of mine. Ms. Moore, did someone speak with you?
No.
Rashida Moore, yes.
Hold on, that we have two Miss Moores out here. We have a Precious Moore and a Rashida Moore. Miss Rashida Moore, you said no one talked to you. Is that correct? No, neither one of the attorneys talked to you.
Yes.
Which attorney talked to you?
The one that was just on the mic.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Attorney Rucker, you did talk to him. And Miss Precious Moore, did anybody talk to you?
Yes, he talked to me, but I had called because he had went somewhere else.
All right. So, Ms. Precious Moore, I'm not sure what that means. When you talked to the attorney, did he tell you what the offer was and you decided that you want to take something or not?
No, he had left the room and I had raised my hand because I thought it disconnected.
Okay. All right. So we'll get you back in the room with one of the attorneys so they can finish that conversation.
She was talking to Diller.
Okay.
I believe that's when we pulled him out of the room to go talk to the city attorney.
Okay.
To get the offer.
All right. So, all right. So both of you, let's see, Ms. Rashida Moore. Miss Rashida Moore, I need you to raise your right hand, state your full name.
Rashida Danielle Moore.
You swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes, I do.
You may lower your hand, Ms. Moore. Ms. Moore, you have ticket number P1457247, the People versus Rashida, RASHEITA, Moore, MOORE. Ms. Moore, you have two misdemeanors under this ticket number, 2 counts. One is allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle. The second one is no insurance. The people have indicated the no insurance charge, they would amend it and reduce it to improper plates, one of the very lowest charges there is. and the allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle would be dismissed. Do you want to take advantage of that today, ma'am? Or you
Yes,
wanna
I
set
do.
these for trial?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, ma'am, all right, I've already sworn you. You understand that you have the constitutional right and absolute right to go to trial.
Yes, I do.
You would have the opportunity to challenge the evidence and
I don't want to challenge it.
Ma'am, you have to let me finish talking.
Oh, okay.
I have to put things on the record. You know, so just let me finish. You understand that you have a right to have a trial and challenge the evidence. You have a right to present evidence on your own behalf, but if you plead guilty right now, you give up that right. You understand that?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty, Ms. Moore?
Yes.
On the date of May the 3rd, 2023, were you, well, it says somebody else was driving your vehicle, but did you have a vehicle that was either on a city street or being driven on a city street and that vehicle was not insured?
Yes.
The court finds you guilty of the amended and reduced charge of improper plates. The other charge of allowing an unlicensed driver would be dismissed. Your fine would be $225. Can you pay that right away or do you need time?
I need 2 weeks.
I'll give you 4 weeks, ma'am. That would be September the 5th. Now, when I say I give you 4 weeks, that doesn't mean you have to wait 4 weeks. It means you could, that says on or before. You could pay it any time before. All right.
Okay.
But that's the outer date. And if you want to break it up so much for each one of those 4 weeks, you can do that as well. As long as the is paid on or before September the 5th. Do you know how and where to pay, ma'am?
Yes, the kiosk.
Yep, that will do. All right, then you're all set, ma'am. You can take care of that. The other matter is dismissed. Good luck to you.
Thank
Sign
you.
off. Attorney Rucker, what's the next case I should call? If
Have we done, well, Tanisha Machupa, the city attorney told me that they didn't see her on the list, so I don't know if we just want to give her another day. Mr. Musa, she's supposed to get back with me. It's scheduled for trial today. The officer is here. So I think that's it for me. Let me just check, Jeff.
Attorney Rucker, I just didn't have that file yet.
For Machupa?
Which one?
Machupa?
Yeah, Tanisha Machupa. That's what you told me.
Let's see. It's on my desk, Ms. Rogers. It is allowing an unlicensed driver. It's just the one count. It's a state charge, but.
Oh, that's why I didn't have it.
Well, you didn't have it. So what would you normally do on this, Ms. Rogers?
A 3-month delayed sentence, no objection to dismissal based on payment. And Judge, could
Also,
I be
you want to co-host?
Yes, please.
You got it, Ms. Rogers.
Thank you.
Mr. Rucker, do you need to speak with Machupa so they can understand what the offer?
I spoke with Machupa. She has a 26-year-old daughter. She didn't know her license was suspended, so I'll go talk with her, but those are the facts as represented to me.
Okay, well, I'm okay. I guess I'm a little confused by, she has a 24-year-old daughter and she didn't know her license was suspended. Who didn't know their license was suspended?
The mother.
Machupa?
The mother.
Okay, Ms. Machupa.
Correct.
Oh, she did not know the daughter's license was
Correct.
suspended. I see. All right. Ms. Machupa. Is she out here or is she still in the breakout room? Let's see if we can get her out. All right, I'm going to ask her to come out. Hopefully she's looking at her screen and she'll see that there's a request for her to come out. Oh, it worked. Oh, she's on the phone. Miss Tanisha Machupa.
Yes.
Okay, you're on the telephone, so you do not have a camera. Ma'am, raise your right hand,
I
state
have
your full
a
name.
camera.
You're a call-in, ma'am.
I called the Zoom number.
Okay, I understand, ma'am, but you called it on a regular phone, right?
Yeah, my cell phone.
Okay, all right, ma'am. This is ticket number. Spell your first name, ma'am.
Tenecia.
Last name, ma'am.
Machupa.
All right. Ms. Machupa, you have ticket number X4108637, the People versus Tanisha, Tenecia, Machupa, Machupa. You have one charge for allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle. That is a misdemeanor. For misdemeanors, ma'am, there's two things that have to be true. There has to be an act or an allowing in this case, and there has to be knowledge that you know that the person does not have a valid driver's license. The person you indicated that this person that you let drive your vehicle is your daughter, and you did not know that she had a suspended license. So because you didn't do an act or something that you didn't have knowledge of, this matter is dismissed. Good luck to you, ma'am. You can sign off.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Anthony McGee. I need your microphone, sir. State your full name. Raise it. Yeah.
Anthony James McGee, Jr.
All right, Mr. McGee, you can put your hand down. Mr. McGee, you have ticket number P1419968. The People versus Anthony, Anthony McGee, Magee Jr. Mr. McGee, on this ticket, you have 2 counts. Count 1 is a civil infraction for defective or missing equipment. Count 2 is a misdemeanor for no insurance. The people have indicated that both of these matters would be dismissed today because you had valid documentations and whatever defective equipment was, that has been fixed also. Often that's just a light bulb. But Matt, both of these matters are dismissed. You are free to go, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Attorney Rucker, could we go in a breakout room to discuss Musa?
Certainly. Oh, you want to go on 21?
Sure.
I did. Okay. Attorney Rucker, as soon as you do that, I got a number of cases we can call. Just they're pleas that we could just put on the record as well. So, okay, he's gone.
Judge,
Yes, sir.
whenever you're ready, we're ready to go on Mr. Musa. He will take advantage of the offer.
All right. All right, Mr. Musa, unmute your microphone, state your full name, please. Okay, do we have Mr. Musa out here? Did you leave him in the breakout room, counsel? Yes, he is. He's still in breakout room 15. Let's see if we can get him out.
All right, I'm trying to pull him out now.
Okay, I'm trying to, 15. How come my thing skips from?
I know.
When you look, Crystal, I've never seen this before. It says room 13, 14, 16, 17, but he's in room 15. Now let's see if I could just.
All right, he should be coming out.
Oh, he's out. That was crazy on the screen. Didn't even have one showing the room. All right, Mr. Musa, turn your camera on, sir. Unmute your microphone, turn your camera on. Mr. Mark Musa. All right, we'll come back to you. Counsel, I got a couple of things I can call. Candy Morrow, are you out here?
Yes, I am.
All right, raise your right hand. State your full name, please.
Candy Michelle Morrow.
You swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
You may lower your hand. Ms. Morrow, you have ticket number P1457519. The People versus Candy with an I, C-A-N-D-I, Morrow, M-O-R-R-O-W. Ms. Morrow, on this ticket, you have a civil infraction. It says you were driving 11 to 15 miles per hour over the posted speed limit. You also have ticket number P1457549, failed to display a valid operator's license. Ms. Morrow, the people have made an offer. If you pled to the speeding ticket, they would amend and reduce it from driving 11 to 15 miles per hour over the posted speed limit. Let's see. And actually, ma'am, the officer wrote you a break because they wrote you driving 11 to 15. Oh, well, let's see. It looks like you were doing 53 and a 35. So, well, I guess that's close enough. But the people have indicated they would amend and reduce the charge from driving 11 to 15 over to 1 to 5 over. What does that do for you? Well, 11 to 15 miles over the speed limit is a 3-point ticket. 1 to 5 over is a 1-point ticket. Plus, they would be dismissing the other charge of driving without a valid license. Do you want to take advantage of that, or do you want to set it for trial and formal hearing, ma'am?
I'm going to take that.
All right. All right, Ms. Morrow, I already swore you. You understand that you have a right to have a civil a hearing, a formal hearing. That's what you do for civil infractions. It's a trial for misdemeanors. You understand you have a right to challenge it?
Yeah.
By pleading responsible, you give up that right. Are you pleading responsible because you are responsible, ma'am?
Yes, I am.
On the date of May the 3rd, 2023, were you driving a motor vehicle in the area of Outer Drive in Pennington in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
You stopped by the police?
Yes.
Officer said you were driving at least 11 miles per hour over the speed limit. Did that occur?
Yes.
Or to find you responsible for driving 1 to 5 over. The failed to display misdemeanor misdemeanor for driver's license is dismissed. Your fine for driving 1 to 5 over, ma'am, is $125. $125. It is a civil infraction, so it must be paid within 14 days. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
Do you know where and how to pay?
Yes.
Then the other ticket is dismissed and you are free to go, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Good day.
You too.
See who's out here now. All right, Mark Musa. Mark Musa, unmute your microphone, state your full name. Can't call your name if you don't answer up, Mr. Musa. All right, we'll go on to the next person. Let's see. Do you have a file up there for Mr. McRae? McRae. Let's see one for you. Let's see if this is it. McRae.
Yeah, it should have been early because I didn't have his actual file. No, Roy McCray, that was the one that he was supposed to come back out here to give us some paperwork or something, saying that to show us.
But I don't have a file. Hello? Hold on, Mr. Moore. When we call you out, we just want you to come out here ready. We'll call your name when we're ready to call your case. Tanisha McConico. Tanisha McConico, unmute your microphone. Is she out here still? Yes. Tanisha McConico, unmute your microphones. Raise your right hand, state your full name, Ms. McConico.
Tanisha Biera McConico.
Yeah. Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
You may lower your hand. Ms. McConico, you have ticket number P1472553. Tanisha, Tanisha, McConico, McConico. Ms. McConico, you have one count. It's a misdemeanor for discharge of a firearm. The people have indicated that if you were so inclined, they would offer a 12-month delayed sentence. That means you would plead today, 12 months from today's date. If you did not pick up any other counts and this matter was paid, your fine on it would be $225. If that fine is paid, you picked up no other cases, this matter would be dismissed and it would not be on your record. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
How do you want to proceed with this, ma'am? You want to take advantage of this offer, or you want to set this for trial?
I'll take advantage of the offer, sir.
All right, Ms. McConaughey, I did swear you already. You understand that you do not have to plead guilty to anything. You can demand a trial. If you demanded a trial, the prosecution would have to present witnesses and evidence. You'd have the right to cross-examine any witnesses and challenge any evidence. You have the right to call witnesses on your own behalf. You have the right to testify on your own behalf. But if you plead guilty today, you give up that right. You understand that?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty, ma'am?
Yes.
Ms. McConaughey, on the date of July the 1st, 2023, did you discharge a firearm in the city of Detroit? It looked like more specifically in the area of Stout and Pickford.
Yes.
All right. All right, ma'am. The court has indicated that the prosecution has offered a delayed sentence. That means 12-month delayed sentence. So 1 year from today's date, on the date of August the 5th of 2024, if you have paid your $225 and you have not picked up any other cases, this matter will be dismissed. On that date, ma'am, you do not have to come back to court, but you can if you choose to. If you want to hear me or another judge say this matter is dismissed, then you could come out here on that date, August 5th. If you do not come out here and those things have been satisfied, we'll look in the system. No other charges, and your fine is paid. This matter will just be dismissed.
Okay.
Okay. All right. You have any questions about that, ma'am?
I come to the court to pay the fines.
You don't have to come to the court, ma'am. You can pay it online. Go to the court website, 36districtcourt.org, or you could pay at one of the kiosks. I don't know if you've seen them around the city. Kind of looks like an ATM machine where people pay their public utility bills and things like that. They're all over the city. They're in the Meyer stores. That's in Detroit. I don't know if they're in the Meyer stores in the outlying areas, but I know for sure they're in the ones in Detroit. If you happen to live anywhere Northwest Activity Center or near that, there's one in there, and they're in a lot of stores, man. So you can Google it if you want to. DivDat in the city of Detroit. They'll tell you where the locations are. Might be one just blocks from you or something, but or the last way is you can obviously come into the courthouse and go to a cashier's window and pay. But there's much more convenient ways, which I've just described to you.
Okay.
You're all set. So your date for review, ma'am, will be August the 5th of 2024. On that date, you come or not, it'll be dismissed if you've not picked up any other cases and your $225 has been paid. All right. Now, one thing, ma'am, don't wait to, pay the, what I'm gonna do, ma'am, I'm gonna give you 3 months to have this paid. November the 6th. That way, because if you wait too long and you don't pay, and then all of a sudden they're gonna start putting late fees on it, then all of a sudden you're not gonna know to pay that, and then it's gonna hold this up. So just have it paid by November the 6th. All right, ma'am?
Okay.
All right. All right, ma'am, you're all set. You can sign off. Good luck to you.
Who's that you just finished talking to?
Tanisha McConaughey. Hand and state your full name.
You were muted, so you got muted.
Precious Moore, unmute your microphone, raise your right hand, state your full name. Turn your camera on as well, Miss Moore.
Precious Moore.
All right, now turn your camera on.
Is it on?
No, it's not. We're gonna keep going. Ms. Moore, you have ticket number P1473748, the People versus Precious, PRESCIOUS Moore. Ms. Moore, you have 3 counts: civil infraction for fail to use a seatbelt assembly, a civil infraction for no receipt or unsigned registration, and a misdemeanor for no insurance. The people have indicated, Ms. Moore, that if you were to plead to count 2, the no receipt or unsigned registration, they would dismiss the fail to use the seatbelt, and they would dismiss the misdemeanor for no insurance. Do you want to take advantage of that, Ms. Moore, or do you want to set these off for trial and formal hearings?
I will take advantage.
All right, Ms. Moore, I had you raise your right hand. Do you swear? Put your hand up again, ma'am. Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
All right, you may lower your hand. Ms. Moore, you understand that you don't have to plead responsible to anything. You can demand a formal hearing and you can have a trial for the misdemeanor. You understand that?
Yes.
You understand by pleading responsible on the civil infraction, you give up your right to have that formal hearing. You understand that?
Yes.
Are you pleading responsible because you are responsible, ma'am?
Yes.
On the date of June 27th, 2023, were you driving a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit and do you have a registration and insurance today, ma'am?
No, I don't have the registration or the insurance.
For any car?
No.
Okay. All right. So the vehicle you were driving, was it your car?
It was my car. I just don't have it. I'm at work, so I couldn't get the day off.
No. Okay. When you say you don't have it because you're at work, you don't have what now?
I don't have car insurance. I have my insurance to my car, like my registration to my car.
You got your registration in your car and you have your insurance in your car?
Yes.
All right, ma'am. These matters would have been dismissed, ma'am, if you presented that information. So, but ma'am, if I send you an email address, could you email that to us tomorrow?
Yes.
Huh? Oh, tomorrow is Saturday. Oh, all right. No, you're not gonna send it to us tomorrow. Could you send it on Sunday and come out here on Monday morning?
I won't be able to come out on Monday morning, but I can send you everything email wise.
Ma'am, I can't do anything unless you're out here on the screen. So, all I need you to do is show up on screen, and if you have sent me a copy of the registration, the current insurance, then we'll dismiss it at that time. So it'll be real fast.
Okay.
All right. All right, Madam Clerk, I think you're going to receive a email address that you can send it to us. I want you to send it to us the night before you come to court or early morning at 8 o'clock or something. So when we look at the email, we'll see that you sent us something showing you have insurance and a registration, and I'll just call your case and dismiss it at that time.
Okay.
Do you have it? Ms. Moore, look at your chat.
Okay.
You got that email address?
Yes.
So write it down or take a screenshot of it. And then you can just turn around and send us your proof of insurance sometime this weekend. I don't care when you do it, sometime this weekend. And Monday morning, I'll have it out there. As soon as I see your name on the screen, we'll call your case and dismiss it.
Okay.
All right, good luck to you, ma'am. You can sign off. We'll see you on Monday morning.
Okay, thank you.
Corporal Lake, I see you have your hand raised. Did you have a question?
No, ma'am, I did that inadvertently. Forgive me.
Oh, okay, no problem. Mr. Musa, are you ready for us to call your case? We tried to call you multiple times, but you weren't answering. Mr. Musa, we need you to unmute your device.
All right, when you were saying some names earlier, you were telling me something that we're ready to be called. I got one right here. John Mathis, is he out here? I don't see him out here. He must be in a room.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, we do see you. All right, Mr. Mathis. Raise your right hand and state your, do we have Mr. Rucker, Attorney Rucker? Yes, we do. Mr. Mathis, raise your right hand and state your full name.
Can you see me? This is John Mathis.
I can't see you, sir. Just raise your right hand and state your full name.
Okay, John Mathis.
Mr. Mathis, do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
You may lower your hand. Mr. Mathis, you have ticket number P1353871. The People versus John, John Mathis, Mathis. Mr. Mathis, on this ticket, you have a civil infraction for tenant windows, improperly tenant windows, and civil infraction for expired plates. Both of those tickets are in default, but because they're not very old, the people will still make an offer on them. You also have P1353869, a misdemeanor for no insurance. The people have indicated if you pled to the no insurance, they would dismiss the tenant window charge and expired plate charge. Strike that. If you pled to the expired plate charge, they would dismiss the tenant window and the no insurance misdemeanor. Do you want to take advantage of that today, sir? Or do you want to set this for trial and formal hearing?
Yes, I wanted to take advantage of that, sir.
All right. I've already sworn you. You understand if you plead a civil infraction, you give up your right to have a formal hearing?
Yes.
Are you pleading responsible because you are responsible?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Mathis, on the date of May 25th, 2022, did you have a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit? You didn't have to be driving. It could be parked on the street that was not insured. Or I'm sorry,
yes,
with the
sir.
plates that were expired. I'm sorry, expired plate.
Yes.
All right, court finds you responsible for that charge. Your fine is $145. That's a civil infraction, so it must be paid within 14 days. The misdemeanor charge of no insurance will be dismissed. The civil infraction for the tenant windows will be dismissed. So that's $145. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you know how and where to pay?
Yes.
All right, then you're all set. You can sign off. Good luck to you.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
You can come on Zoom at 8:30. Yes.
Bless you. Wow. Daryl Moore, unmute your microphone, raise your right hand, state your full name. Luther's back.
Daryl Moore.
Mr. Moore, do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth? You have to keep your hand up.
Yes.
You may lower your hand now, Mr. Moore. Mr. Moore, you have ticket number P1348533, the People versus Darrell, Darryel. That's the way you spell your name, sir?
Yes, sir.
And last name is Moore, Moore. Mr. Moore, on this ticket, you have 2 counts. Both are misdemeanors. The first one is drive a unregistered motor vehicle, and the second one is no insurance. Mr. Moore, do you have a valid registration and valid insurance at this time?
No, not for that car, not yet. I will be getting.
Oh, do you have it for any car?
Yes.
Okay, can you show me your valid registration and your insurance?
Hold on.
Well, I'm come back to you. So, Mr. Mark Musa, unmute your microphone. State your full name. Raise your hand as well. Raise your hand as well, Mr. Musa.
See it? I'm sorry.
State your full name.
Mark S. Musa.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes.
You may lower your hand. Mr. Musa, you have ticket number U51050119. The people have charged you with operating a business without a city license. The people have indicated if you were to plead today, they would offer you a 12-month delayed sentence. That means you would have a fine of $225. 1 year from today's date, if you are if your license is fine and everything is good, this matter would be dismissed, and it would not be on your record. That's of course, like I said, if this is resolved and there's nothing on your and you have no other occurrences.
Okay, but I thought it was a 6-month sentence, delay
No,
sentence.
it says 12. No, it says 12 months. I have the written copy in my hand from the Proud City attorney.
Okay.
You want to take advantage of that, sir?
Yes, I would like to take advantage of it.
All right, Mr. Musa, you understand that you have a right to have a trial and not address this and not plead anything. You can just address it, challenge the testimony of the people, present evidence on your own behalf, and just fight it. You understand you can do that.
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you give up that right. You understand that?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty, sir?
I'm not guilty, but I'll plead guilty. So I just want to get.
Can't plead guilty if you're not guilty, sir. This is a court of law, not a court of convenience. You like, I just want to do it because that's convenient. No, I cannot accept a innocent person pleading guilty, sir. So I mean, where would it stop? Oh, I shot that person, but I mean, I didn't shoot that person, but I'll plead guilty. Why not? I'm homeless. I don't have any place to stay. I'll just plead guilty. No, we can't do that, sir. If you're not guilty, you can't plead guilty.
I understand.
In other words,
I'll plead guilty.
sir, did you have a business license at this time?
See, I don't know that, but I'm not the owner of the.
Sir, hold on, sir. I don't understand that. If you have a business, how would you not know if you have a license from the city to operate that business? Did you apply for a license, pay the fee for a license?
I'm assuming my partner did, but I don't own the building.
Hey, well, the officer said the business was not licensed, so if either you were or you weren't, but you cannot plead
I'll
guilty.
plead guilty and get it over
Think
with.
you're guilty, sir.
I'll plead
So,
guilty.
no, you just told me you're not guilty, sir.
I know I did that, but I just want to get it over with, so I know I'll be good for the next year.
And I just told you, sir, I cannot accept your guilty plea just because you want to get it over with. I can't do that. So you can set it for trial, or you can check with your partner and say you did or did not have a license. If you don't know, then the officer wrote a ticket. You know what, sir? This happened. This ticket was from March 14 of 2019. So you're gonna tell me in all that time you didn't know if you had a license for the business at all?
Sir, Your Honor, I didn't own the building, and so the business, I don't know, the owner was supposed to take care of this way back in.
Sir, let me explain something to you. Was this your business?
No, it wasn't. I just worked there. I was just the manager there.
All right, if it's not your business, sir, then it can't, then you can't plead guilty to it anyway, because you don't have to get a license if you don't own the building. Now, you just said your partner. So that would mean if it's your partner who's the owner, that makes you a owner. You're a partner.
But
now you said you were an employee. You said so many things. I don't know what you're doing, sir. You can talk to the attorney. We'll set you up for a trial date. But I cannot take a plea with the things that you said.
The trial was today.
Oh, the trial is today? Oh, I guess let's see.
The officer's out here.
And the officer's out here. We'll have your trial, sir. Just hold on. We'll get back to you. What else do we have ready? Attorney Rucker, what do we have? Let's see.
Daryl Moore.
Well, I have Daryl Moore in front of me. Daryl Moore, unmute your microphone, raise your right hand, state your full name.
He went to go get the proof for his stuff. I don't know what it was like.
Yeah, he's just on the screen a second ago. Yeah, Mr. Moore went to his car to get his proof of insurance and registration. And now he just fell off, I guess. Let's make sure he didn't somehow or another get pulled back into a breakout room.
No, I just checked him. He's not in here.
What a day. What a day.
I don't know who's Lindsay person, but I'm letting you know, responding to my chat.
I only got like 2 things more in front of me here. Well, actually, I got like 4. What you say?
Lorenzo McCray, I got his file.
Okay.
Because the case manager is talking.
All right.
The person I just let into the meeting room, it says Lindsay. What is your name?
You have to unmute.
I just let you into the meeting room. It says Lindsay. What is your name?
You're unmuted. Okay. Oh, this is APA Lisa Lindsay. I was trying to do something on Zoom and I needed to be in a meeting to do it. So ignore me.
Oh, okay, Miss Lindsay.
I have a new computer and I'm trying to set up settings on Zoom and I needed to be on a Zoom meeting to do it. So
okay, all right, Miss Lindsay, if I can assist you at all, I see you just needed a Zoom courtroom to come into. You can give me a little heads up next time, but
okay, I'm gonna mute myself and leave the meeting. Thank you.
You don't have to leave if you're using it for something like that. That's fine. Just mute yourself. And I know who you are now, so I don't think you're someone that's trying to do something in my courtroom.
Yep.
Welcome. So, all right. All
Your
right.
Honor?
Who do we? Yes, sir.
Since Miss Lindsay is on here, I know she's not officially on here, but she is one of many reasons I went to law school.
Sir. We can talk about this later, but yes, we will talk about that shortly. So.
Okay, what are we doing with Linda? She's back. She had fell off.
All right. Who?
Linda Ivory. She's back now. Okay.
I don't have a file for her.
You should have always.
Oh, okay. Then that's.
It's set for a trial today, but she was talking to Dillard. I don't know what they came up with.
I don't know what happened to her ROA. Let's see. See it now. But oh, I see what happened is with another ROA here. Ms. Ivory, you had an opportunity to speak with Attorney Dillard.
Yes, I did.
And what did you guys decide to do?
Go to trial.
Okay, all right. That's all I need to know. We don't need to go into anything else on that.
No.
Mr. Attorney Dillard is in a breakout room. When he comes out, we'll take care of your case. So
You know it's set for trial today.
yeah,
Okay.
I just want to take care of all the stuff that we have because we got Dillard for Ivory for trial and Musa for trial. So. And do we have Don McKinney out here? That person in a breakout room. He's in the room. Don McKinney is in the room with Attorney Dillard.
Corporal Baycott, did you have a question?
Yes, ma'am. Since we are going to trial, can I go to a breakout room to speak to the attorney to refresh my recollection?
Absolutely. Let me see if I can. Dillard, yeah, for Ivory.
She should be speaking to.
Dillard.
Oh,
no, she needs to speak to
Sydney.
Sydney, yeah, okay. Today is the day. Yeah. Yes, Corporal Baycott, let me text Sydney and let her know you need her out of your Zoom.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And then Judge Mr. Moore is back now. I think he fell off early.
All right, Mr. Darrell Moore.
Yes.
All right, we got to finally get to this, sir. Again, raise your right hand, state your full name, sir.
Darrell Moore.
You swear or affirm to tell the complete truth? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth? Oh, yes. All right. You may lower your hand, Mr. Moore.
Yes.
Mr. Moore, you may lower your hand now. Mr. Moore, you have ticket number P1348533, the People versus Darrell, Darryel Moore, Moore. You have two misdemeanor charges under this ticket number, sir. Driving unregistered vehicle and no insurance. I asked you to, did you have proof of insurance and a proper registration? You went to your car. Did you retrieve those documents, sir?
I have no insurance, but the registration is inside the car. I'm not driving that car at the moment.
I don't need you to move it. I just need you to show me the documents on the screen.
Oh, it's not for that car. It's for my other car.
Doesn't matter what car, sir, as long as you have insurance.
They got the registration. I don't have no insurance.
You have no insurance?
No insurance.
Okay, let's see something here. Let me hold up what you have in front of you, sir. All right, that is the registration for Darrell Anthony Moore. That expires on
August 25th.
Okay. All right, sir. So your registration is good. That matter is dismissed. And you don't have any valid insurance for your car or any car.
No, I have to get insurance this month for my cars.
All right, sir. Are you waiting till the 25th?
No, I'll be getting them before the 25th.
Okay, sir. Unfortunately, if you had had it for today, both these matters would have been dismissed.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you the same offer I gave to the person before. Sir, if I adjourn this matter till Monday morning, could you text me a copy of your insurance, and if you come out here with your insurance and your registration, then Monday morning, both of these matters be dismissed.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, we're gonna send you an email address, sir.
Okay.
When you get this,
Yeah, question. Is
pardon
this
me?
for the one car or all my cars?
Sir, I don't care what car, just show me that you have insurance.
All right.
So you've already shown me you have the proper registration, so all I need is insurance as well, so.
Okay.
And we're gonna send you an email address, sir. I want you to email that, both of that, the insurance and the registration to me. Sometime before you get here on Monday morning. You can do it on Sunday evening, afternoon. You can do it at Monday morning as soon as you come in. And so we'll have it and we can see it and we can dismiss your case as soon as we see it.
All right.
All right, now. All right, so we'll see you Monday morning, sir, at 8:30 a.m. So just have that information to me before then, so I can see it and we can dismiss it. Did you get the email address we sent you? Look at your chat. Did you see the email address we sent you?
I'm looking at checking my email now.
No, chat on your Zoom screen. It'll say chat at the bottom. Touch chat. I don't know your email address. All right, do a screenshot or whatever it is. Make sure you have that and send that information to us on Monday morning.
All right.
Or Sunday. So we'll have it already. All right.
Got you.
All right, we'll see you at 8:30 Monday morning, sir.
Okay.
I texted me and asked her to hop on.
This is a trial and McKinney's a trial. Which one? Ivory.
And then I don't know what we're doing with Kitty because she's also set for trial, but Diller in there talking to her. And then we got Lorenzo McCray that's in there with the case manager, so we gotta figure out if he's gonna take specialty court or not.
And then I got a Marshall in front of me. Is that something that somebody's still in?
Frederick Marshall?
Yes.
Frederick Marshall was with the retained attorney, I mean, that was with APA code.
I don't know.
I
I don't have a note on here for what they did with that.
Well, she sent me an email saying, could she get a date so that,
Well, I don't know what happened on it then, so.
Madam Court Reporter, do you know if a date was given for, Frederick Marshall?
1 second. Who? Frederick
Frederick
Marshall.
Marshall.
Hold on 1
I
second.
think that was Attorney Kaplan's case.
Okay. Looking. Frederick Marshall, yes, adjourned September 26th at 8:30.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Case Manager Cleveland. Good. Is it still morning? Barely. Good.
Barely.
Yeah.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are
Good
you?
morning. Yeah, what do you have?
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, I have the file in my hand now. This is Mr. Lorenzo McCray, who's charged with open alcohol in a motor vehicle.
He's not out yet. I'm trying to bring him out.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. He's still in a breakout room or something.
He's out now.
All right. Mr. Lorenzo McCray.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yes, sir. All right, sir. I'm going to have you do this. Raise your right hand. State your full name.
Lorenzo McRae.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes, I do.
Please lower your hand. Mr. McCray, you have ticket number P1452402. The People versus Lorenzo, Lorenzo McCray, MCRAE. Mr. McCray, you have 2 misdemeanor counts on this ticket number. One is open alcohol in a motor vehicle as a driver, and count 2 is drive with a revoked license. The people were looking to make you some type of offer, but it looks like you've had 3 operating while intoxicated charges in the past. So this open alcohol in a motor vehicle raises a flag. So we had an opportunity to speak with a person who deals with our specialty courts. Is that correct today?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ms. Cleveland, would you put your name on the record and tell us what you do, or put your title on the record?
Yes, Your Honor. Toshi Cleveland. I'm a case manager in the probation department for specialty court, Your Honor. I did have an opportunity to go into the breakout room and speak to Mr. McCray, and I find that he is eligible for our program at this time, but during my inquiry and questioning and explaining the program, there was one part of the questioning where Mr. McCray says that he does not admit to the conditions that have brought him before, Your Honor, as far as what he would need to recognize is the reason why he's supposed to be coming into specialty court. So, but he did mention to me the other elements that were involved as far as feeling compelled to have to do this program.
Okay, I'm a little confused because you started off saying something that would make me believe that he was not a good candidate because he did not necessarily believe that he had any issues or anything that needed to be addressed in either for alcohol or substance abuse of any time. And then you ended up with it sounding like he is a good candidate and he wants to be a part of the program. So I'm not exactly sure where we're going with this, Ms. Cleveland.
So it's my obligation to let them know that this is a voluntary program. The eligibility criteria is designed and ask questions of the potential participant to just find out, you know, if they are eligible. And when one specific question is, does the potential participant admit to or appear to have substance abuse, addiction problems, or is he known to have those issues? And his statement to me was he does not have a problem.
Okay. Well, you certainly can't address or fix something if you don't believe there's an issue. So that pretty much disqualifies him from the program. Because what are you addressing in a treatment program if there is nothing to treat? So is that what you're saying? That he's not a candidate because he doesn't believe that there's a concern or an issue, and you can't address something if you don't believe there's a problem, right?
Well, my recommendation is that he talk to his attorney again so that he fully understands the dynamics of this program. Because one thing that I did mention to Mr. McCray is also that we have more, the compliance is higher when people recognize that they are there to receive the help. And it's not that people who don't ever admit this do not receive the help or complete the program. But it is the case that we have to ask those questions, and that was his statement based on that question.
All right. Mr. McCray,
Yes, sir.
you understand this is a treatment program. A treatment program, there's some indicia, sir. If you had a 2013, you had a driving while intoxicated. 2018, you had a driving while intoxicated. 2019, you had a driving while intoxicated. Mr. McCray, you have a issue that needs to be addressed, or you just don't care. You just don't give a whatever, and which makes me believe that one day you're going to kill somebody. Because if you keep driving while intoxicated, it's just a matter of time before you hurt yourself or hurt someone else. And we want to address that prior to that happening. So I actually, with that third operating while intoxicated, I don't know why you are not in jail or prison now, quite frankly. So,
Your Honor.
Yes.
I actually did go to jail in 2020, and I was on probation for like 2.5 years, and I have learned my lesson, Your Honor.
Well, sir, I'm
But
trying to figure out how you hold on one second. I have a ticket in front of me from May 3rd of 2023 that says driving with alcohol in the vehicle. That doesn't sound like you've learned any lesson to me, sir, because there's no reason to have open alcohol in the motor vehicle unless you're drinking it.
Your Honor,
it's illegal.
I'm sorry. I actually complied. What she said, what she asked me, did I think it was a problem? And I think that I tried to explain to her that I don't think it's a problem, but I am willing and able to do the program. I never denied or declined the program.
Well, let me explain the way they look at the program, sir. If you feel that you don't have a issue or a problem, then what are they going to do for you? What is it that they're addressing if there's no problem? That's a waste of their time. If they're going through something and saying, hey, these are the things we need to address. If there is no problem there, what do they address? What do they key on? What do they do for improvement? Because there's no issue, there's no problem. Because that's the way you see it. So, and you can only address something if you believe it's something that needs to be fixed. If you're saying, well, I'm just going to go through the classes and sit here and I don't really have a problem because there's nothing for me to address, they're wasting their time.
Oh no, I was going to comply with the plea deal and do my best and everything to comply with the program. I was just going to do it and not to waste anybody's time.
Again, sir, these programs require commitment. And if you don't believe that you have a problem, there's nothing for you to commit to. There's nothing like, what am I committing to? I don't have a problem. So you that's more telling than the way you look at it and the way they look at it. They want people that want to be there because they believe it's something that's going to be beneficial to them. But you saying you don't have a problem, there's nothing for you to do to get better. And that's a waste of their time. They got too many people in the program that they're going to center on and concentrate on to try to address something. If you're sitting there in my mind, well, I'm going to sit through this class and in the end, I'm going to be better for it because my cases, my ticket's going to be reduced. I'm not going to jail. And I can do this standing on my head because I don't have a problem, but hey, I'll go through the motions. And that's all it is if you don't believe there's an issue. So they don't want you, sir, if you don't believe you have an issue, because they want to address somebody who believes they have an issue and they want to fix it. So Ms. Cleveland, isn't that your position?
Your Honor, yes, I'm making that statement, and I did explain to him quite clearly, based on what his responses were, to the same nature. It doesn't bar him from being in the program, but he has to understand that that's a component of the program. Now, if I go in there and tell Judge Shannon A. Holmes this, that may be an issue for her, and she might still do the same thing and question the viability of him being in the program. So I'm just.
I know,
presenting tonight.
I'm sure she's gonna say that, like, I can't address a non-issue. We only address issues. And if you don't think you have a problem, that's a non-issue.
Thank you.
I just gave you first thing.
Officer Sheridan, your mic is open. Officer Sheridan, or Corporal, your mic is open. I can hear your background. Thank you. All
Your
right.
Honor, if I
Yes.
may, it might be the case that he needs to go back in and speak with his attorney and let his attorney know his feelings. So his attorney, who is possibly present right now, can understand what the concerns are for this case manager. So then that way we can make sure that we're all together and I can present him to judge with the understanding and recognition that this is a specialty court program that has intense components to it as far as probation and supervision, and that it addresses people who have needs in specific ways. I'll put it that way, Your Honor.
No, I understand, and your programs are second to none. You want to help people, you want to address issues and concerns, and we want to protect people in the general public. Quite frankly, sir, 3 operating while intoxicated. I don't know why you're not in prison, sir, because and I don't know if any of these resulted in an accident or a vehicular accident or anything of that nature. But when people drink, drive, or drive while intoxicated, people die, sir. People die, and that's unfortunate because it is a waste of someone's life to just be out on a particular day. I've been doing this for a long time, sir, and I've had operating while intoxicated or cases, and I've had a couple where babies died. They were died. I had one person who went through a stop sign broadside of the van. Now there was some contributing factors because the child was not in a child seat, but the initial reason for the death of the child was, and the child ejected from the vehicle, was because someone who was intoxicated went through a traffic control device broadside of the vehicle, and 2 children died. And that should never be. And no one intends to do it because they think, oh, I can handle my alcohol, I can handle it. But people don't. They don't. They think they can because for some reason, when people are intoxicated, your brain works fine. It's just all of your other limbs and things that don't work right. And that's why a person thinks they can walk straight, but they walk that crooked line. Or when the officer asks them to perform a field sobriety test and they try to stand on one leg, they can't do it. But their brain tells them they can. But the body doesn't respond that way. And if you don't see it that way, then the program is not for you because it's not something that you want to address because you think, and I'm not saying I didn't hear you say this, but I've seen so many people say it. Oh, I can handle my alcohol. I can do this because I do it all the time. It doesn't work that way, sir. It's that one time that somebody dies as a result of that, or injured or paralyzed or something like that. And their entire life is ruined because somebody had to drink and drive. Now, I'm the person, sir, I tell people all the time, you could drink yourself to a coma. You drink yourself all day long, anything you want, but do it in a room or someplace where you're not driving. I don't tell people don't drink all you want. Drink yourself into whatever, but just don't drink yourself and then make yourself a danger to other people. So in any event, Attorney Dillard.
Yes, sir.
Were you speaking with Mr. Lorenzo McCray, or was that
no, that's me.
Counsel? All right. You hear what the discussion is. He's been interviewed by a case manager, and in the discussions, he indicated that he didn't think he had a problem. So, and my position is, if you don't have a problem, you don't need to be in a program. There's nothing to address because there is no problem. We address problems, and we address problems that are recognized and identified and recognize that we have a problem, because I don't see any other reason why you have 3 past operating while intoxicated cases in the past, because all you got to do is just drink all you want, just don't drive. That's the problem. It's not the drinking, it's the driving. Drinking doesn't hurt people, it's driving after drinking that does. So in any event, he needs to understand that, because quite frankly, this position, at this position, Judge Shannon Holmes very well may address it, but I personally, if I were doing the program, and I've done that somewhat, I don't want people who don't think they have a problem, because they don't have a problem. It's nothing for me to address. In any event, you need to talk with your client, and we'll find out where we're going to go. Case manager for Judge Holmes is here, and she will make the initial determination if, in fact, he is going to be addressed and seen by Judge Holmes and accepted into her program, which is strenuous, and it should be. So, Mr. Dillard, you are co-host, so you can take Mr. McCray into a breakout room.
Okay, and Your Honor, for the record, Joseph Dillard, P 37225.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, real quick, could I, before proceeding, could I have a breakout room with the city attorney?
Your co-host, sir, is Ms. Rogers out here? Yes.
Yes,
Ms.
I am.
Rogers, you're also a co-host, is that correct? You
I
are
just
not,
got
but you
back
will be
on.
in 1 second. All right.
Thank you.
All right. You're a
Okay.
co-host now, so you can both go into any rooms you want. You got control of that. Ms. Rogers, you
Okay.
do as well, Attorney Dillard. You're a co-host, so you can create.
Okay.
You can put people in breakout room.
If you can put Mr. McCray back into breakout 10.
Okay, that's what I just told you, sir. You are a co-host. You can do that
Okay.
as well, but I will do it for you now. So, all right.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Ms. Rogers, breakout room 21.
Yes, I will meet you right now. And Judge, before I go, I chatted Madam Clerk, but Linda Ivory will be a dismissal.
Very well.
Okay, thank you. I was going to be talking to you about that. And so that's a dismissal for her. Good.
Yes, based on no original ticket and
All
no
right.
recollection from the officer.
Okay, great. And I'll see you in 21.
And Attorney Dillard, Mr. McCray, I sent you a signal, so you look at your phone, tap it, and accept. Mr. McCray is now in room 10. You asked that he go to 10.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I'll remain connected as long as I can. I do leave a little early today, but I will be stopping my video. So as soon as I hear you come back on for Mr. McCray, I'll be here.
That's let's see, who am I? Oh, that was you, Miss Cleveland.
Cleveland, yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Well, you're always welcome in this courtroom. So.
Thank you.
Did you do Ivory yet with Ivory? It's gonna be a dismissal.
I know, she just told me.
Oh.
She just came on and told me just 2 seconds before you walked back in.
All right.
Miss Ivory, Linda Ivory.
Yes.
Okay, you got a smile on your face because you know what's coming.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Ivory, state your full name, please. State your full name, Miss Ivory.
Linda Ivory.
All right, Miss Ivory, you have ticket number U40760217. The People versus Linda, Linda Ivory, Ivory. Miss Ivory, you were charged with 1 count of parental neglect or failing to supervise. There was an original offer that you would be given a 3-month delayed sentence, but the people have reconsidered based on some information that they have, and they've indicated that this matter is dismissed. You are all set, ma'am. The matter is dismissed. You can sign off, ma'am. Miss Ivory? All right, we can just.
What we do with Mr. Brooks? Is that gonna be trial?
I guess that hasn't been addressed.
Hey, Sydney, what we doing with the McKinney case and Musa case?
McKinney, I'm still working on. Is that Officer Johnson?
Yes.
And did he not come back to the courtroom yet?
No, he's in here.
Oh, geez, I see him. Okay, I'll go in a breakout room with him. And then on Musa is a 6-month delayed offer.
Okay. I think the problem was the judge couldn't get him to establish a factual basis, so the judge said they were moving forward with the trial. So unless something's changed since then.
Oh, I didn't know that part. I'll have to talk to Attorney Rucker then.
Okay. And then I'll put you in a breakout room with Police Officer Johnson.
Perfect, thank you.
No problem. Like you said, it don't seem like that, but just know everybody can have business, doesn't necessarily mean they're professional just because they have business, because the way I would respond to it.
Madam Clerk, I'm ready on McKinney whenever the court is.
You said what, Sydney?
McKinney will be a dismissal.
Okay, cool. I think the judge has to file up there. Thank you.
Okay, where is he? Mr. McKinney. All right, do we have Mr. McKinney still in the courtroom? I don't see him.
Miss McKinney, I'm here.
Oh, Miss McKinney, I do apologize, ma'am. No, but you were the officer. I'm looking for the defendant on the case.
No, I'm the defendant.
Okay. Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought that. Okay. All right. All right, Miss McKinney, state your full name, please.
Dawn Corcoran McKinney.
All right, Miss McKinney, you have ticket number P1424828. The People versus Dawn, DAWN. Last name is Maria Corcoran. That's hyphenated. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's M. Oh, Maria Corcoran McKinney. All right. Well, we're just going to use the first and last name, ma'am. Miss Dawn, DAWN McKinney, McKinney. Ms. McKinney, you had 3 charges. They were all misdemeanors: allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle, driving unregistered or untitled vehicle, and no insurance. Madam City Attorney, or Assistant Corp Counsel, I should give you your proper title.
Yes, thank you, Judge. Sydney Rogers for the People, P2072. I'm recommending dismissal on all 3 of these matters based on valid documentation.
All right, Ms. McKinney, you, according to Assistant Corporation Counsel, are now compliant with the law. As a result, these matters are dismissed. You can sign off. Good luck to you. Remain safe.
Thank you.
Attorney Rucker, if you're free, can we meet in a breakout room 21, please?
Absolutely. Breakout room 21?
Yes.
All right. Okay, Your Honor, I'm gonna try to get out of here before Thanksgiving. So let me pull him out.
I don't know, Counsel. Maybe your sights are a little high. Maybe you should have been aiming for Christmas.
Right.
All right. All right. We have Mr. Lorenzo McCray on screen. Mr. McCray, raise your right hand, state your full name. Raise.
Lorenzo McCray.
Wait a minute. Maybe that's the wrong one. Which one do you have, Mr. Rucker? Musa. Mr. Musa. Yeah, thank you. That's what it was. It's been a long day. Mr. Musa, raise your right hand, state your full name.
Mark S. Musa.
Mr. Musa, do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
All right, you may lower your hand. Mr. Musa, again, we're recalling this case. This is you 510-501-19. Mr. Musa, I thought we were taking a plea earlier today, and the people had made an offer to you that this would be a 12-month delayed sentence. The matter would be dismissed. At that time, you told me that you were not you were a partner, and you thought that your partner had a license. Then as you continued to talk, you said you're not even a partner, you're just an employee. So I have no idea where you were going with this, sir, but everything you said it didn't really kind of make sense from one sentence to the next. So counsel, I don't know what you got out of Mr. Musa, but he told me that he wanted to plea. He wasn't guilty, but he wanted to plead because he just wanted to get it behind him. And I told him that's not the way it works, that this is a court of law, not a court of convenience, court of justice, not a court of convenience. And you can't just plead because you could just put it behind you if you know. So that is where we are. You had an opportunity to talk to him. And what are we going to do now?
Your Honor, after talking with him and the city attorney has agreed to make it a 6-month delayed sentence, as well as I indicated to Mr. Musa that as manager, he is responsible, so he's willing to tender a plea. He understands now his role as manager, and we discussed about the building. He doesn't have to own the building, but being in control of the building, he is responsible. So he wants to go forward, Your Honor, bottom line.
Ms. Rogers, I still have a problem with that because even as a manager, he's the employee. He's not a person who would be getting a business license unless it was his business.
I can provide the city ordinance to the court. The city ordinance reads anyone that is in control of the building. He was the manager on shift. The property is not in compliance and is still not in compliance.
Very well. All right. If that's what the ordinance says, you know, the law doesn't have to make sense to me always, but you know, if someone hires me and tells me I'm going to be the manager of the store and the ordinance says, I mean, I guess that's a way of making sure that I don't know. It's kind of I just have to follow the law. I don't have to necessarily agree with it or understand it, but it would seem to me it would have to be the owner. But if that's not the way, if that's the way they wrote it, I can see the owner being responsible for managing things, dealing with people's conduct in the store, but not necessarily being a person who would get a license, because a manager couldn't. I don't think a manager could even go get a license for a business. Well, they can if they lease the building some way, but in this case, in any event, let's go forward with it if that's what the statute says. So, and it's going to be a 6-month delay. Says Mr. Musa.
Yes.
I've already sworn you. We had a discussion earlier. I'm now being presented with the wording from a statute that does indicate that a manager can be charged, but in this particular case, this is a misdemeanor, correct, Madam Prosecutor? Or
that is correct. It's yes, it's a misdemeanor.
I still have to somewhat come back to what I was saying earlier, because a misdemeanor is a criminal offense, which requires, as we learned in law school as a young law student, which for me was a millennia ago, they had to have 2 things, and that's actus reus and mens reus. We know that actus reus is the criminal act, and the mens rea is the criminal intent. I don't know how we get there with the intent unless, you know.
I can talk to the officer further on this. Could you give me the ordinance that is listed on the ticket so I can provide it?
The ordinance that is on the ticket is, I don't see the ordinance written on the ticket. Oh. Nope, I don't see an ordinance written on the ticket.
It should be at the very bottom.
I'm looking, I don't see it on here.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Nope, there's no ordinance presented on the ticket. It's just the language. Operate without a city of Detroit business license. That's all it says. Does not give the ordinance number, which might be a defect there.
Your Honor, I
Yes.
would have to agree somewhat with that. If there is no cite to that, I do realize the ticket is old. I would have to ask for dismissal at this time because the plaintiff.
Wait a minute. Hold on. It does show 5-7-21. Contrary municipal code. That's it. It's a small one. I expected something bigger, but 5-7-21. So
I'll withdraw that, my last statement.
Yeah.
Thank you, Judge.
So. Still think we have an issues with actus reus and mens rea stuff.
Judge, I'm going to talk to the officer briefly, and then I'll be ready on this one.
Thank you. Dylan, I think we're getting a little old for this.
Not yet. Yeah, no, we're ready on McRae.
All right. Lorenzo, very well. All right, Mr. McRae, I need you to raise your right hand, state your full name. You're muted. You have to unmute, sir.
Sorry, sir. Lorenzo McRae.
All right, Mr. McRae, do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes, sir.
You may lower your hand. All right, counsel,
for the
we had a
record,
long,
Joseph
I don't know that. Go ahead, Mr. Dillard. Just give your P number again.
Joseph Dillard on behalf of Mr. McRae.
Give your P number again. I don't know that you ever gave your P number for the court reporter, sir.
I did, but I'll do it again. P37225, Your Honor.
All right, now, how are we going to proceed, counsel?
Your Honor, today he wishes to take advantage of the plea offer with respect to this matter, pleading guilty to the open intox passenger. He's going to participate with the 36th District Court Drug Court program.
Very well. All right, Mr. Moore, we had an extensive discussion earlier when I called your case and we talked, and the case manager for one of the case managers for Judge Holmes, who is the who presides over the specialty courts here at 36th District Court, and some of the requirements and were stepped out, and in any event, so all of those issues have been resolved, case manager Cleveland.
Thank you, Your Honor. It's my understanding based on the presentation by his attorney that he wants to participate in the program, and he hopefully fully understands what's required.
All right. Mr. McRae, what's going to happen here is there's going to be a reduction in the charges, but that does not mean that even though some of the charges have been reduced, that's going to lessen the requirement that's needed to complete the program. The people have offered that the open alcohol in the motor vehicle as the driver would be amended and reduced to open alcohol in the motor vehicle as the passenger. The second misdemeanor count of driving with a revoked license would be dismissed. That what you understand, Mr. McRae?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. McRae, I've already sworn you and we've had some discussion. You understand that pleading guilty, even if a reduced charge, is not going to change the requirements for what you do in the treatment program. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading, this is a misdemeanor, are you pleading guilty to the charge that the court will amend after we accept a plea because you are in fact guilty, sir?
Yes, sir.
On the date of March the 3rd, 2023, sir, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit, more specifically in the area of Peter Hunt Street and Fisher Street?
Yes, sir.
Were you driving a motor vehicle, sir?
Yes, sir.
Were you alone in that vehicle?
No, sir.
Okay. Did you have open alcohol in that motor vehicle, sir?
Yes, sir.
The court will find you guilty of the amended and reduced charge of open alcohol in a motor vehicle as the passenger. Count 2, drive with license revoked. That charge will be dismissed. I am not going to give you a fine or anything at this time on this matter because we're going to end up transferring this matter to Judge Shannon Holmes, the presiding judge of the treatment courts here at 36th District Court. Case Manager Cleveland, do you want to give them a date that he's going to report?
Your Honor, if I have to go through some assessment and intake processes with him, so I'm asking that he would come to court in person on Thursday, August 10th. I'm going to say at 11 a.m., Your Honor, please. And that would be reporting to probation because I do have to talk to him and do some intake paperwork with him.
All right. Mr. McCray, you got that? You're going to come down to the building. This is going to be in person at 36th District Court on Thursday, August the 10th, you said. Is that correct, Case Manager?
Yes, Your Honor.
August the 10th, that's going to be in the building. You're going to come in the building. Once you check into the building, you let them know you're going to go to the probation. Well, where's it going to meet you at, in the probation department?
Yes, probation on the 3rd floor. That's room 317. There is staff in the front, and let them know that he is here to see me.
All right. You got that, Mr. McCray?
Yes, sir.
And Your Honor, real quick, what's the phone number for the probation department?
Your Honor, I can tell you that it is, I apologize. I'm looking. It is 313-965. I believe it's 3421. That is the supervisor's number. That's the one that I see over there.
All right. You got that number, Mr. McCray?
Yes, I do.
All right, but just as importantly, she indicated you're going to come into the building live on August the 10th at 10, you said, Ms. Cleveland?
11 a.m. He needs to be here
11
at
a.m.
11 a.m.
You're going to go to the 3rd floor, and that is room number what?
317, probation
317.
department.
They will be waiting for you on that date. 317, 3rd floor, 36th District Court on August the 10th at 11 a.m.
And he's to ask for Miss Cleveland. That's me.
You got that, Mr. McCray?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, Attorney Dillard. That's a wrap on this matter. Ms. Cleveland, and is Mr. McCray free to leave at this time?
Yes, Your Honor. I will
All
see
right.
him on Thursday. And I just wanted to make sure there was no need for a PSI or SAE in this matter. Was it based on the plea?
Yes, it's based on the plea. He did plead today for open intoxicants as a passenger in a motor vehicle.
Okay.
And I think it was based on, and it's further based on the past 3 OWIs, one in 2013, one in 2018, one in 2019.
So what I would like to say is if there's a need, I'm going to inquire with the supervisor to have a substance abuse evaluation done by the actual probation department. Then I'll try to get that where that's all scheduled on the same day.
Very well.
Okay.
You can present him with all of that on that date. All right, Mr. McCray, you are free to go. You'll return on the 10th to 3rd floor.
Okay.
Good luck to you, sir.
Have a good day, sir.
You too.
All right.
Hey, Judge, it's good seeing you.
Where you going, counsel? The doctor's not done.
Oh, I saw a message from the clerk that said,
did you?
Are you ready for lunch, Mr. Dillard?
No, I'm good. I'm still here. No, don't, no,
That was for the, that was for
I
the
leave
person-
no man behind.
Hold
you know?
on, counsel. We're trying to keep going now, so go ahead, Madam Clerk.
That was for the person in the waiting room. That wasn't for everybody else out here.
All right. What do we have left, Madam
We
Clerk?
just have Mr. Musa left.
Mr. Musa, okay, because the other trial, that got dismissed, right? All right. And what are we doing on Mr. Musa? Is that gonna be the plea?
It'll be a dismissal
A dismissal, okay.
for
All
lack
right,
of
Mr.
recollection.
All right, Mr. Musa, you have ticket, well, we've already called your case. Mr. Musa, again, for the court reporter, this is U510-50119. People versus Mark Musa. This was the charge of operating a city business without a City of Detroit license, a business in the city without a Detroit business license. There is some discussion with Assistant Corporation Counsel and the officer who was involved in this case. They're indicating there is some lack of recollection as well as a result of that, this matter is dismissed. This is a ticket from 2019, so it is it does have some whiskers on it.
Thank you,
You are all
Judge.
set, Mr. Musa. Your ticket is dismissed.
Thank you.
All right. Madam Clerk, that is all for the attorneys. Is that correct?
Yes.
Mr. Dillard, I do apologize. I stopped you when you were putting on your track shoes to get out of the courtroom.
Oh, no. I saw that message, and so I thought it was over with. Just to remind, I don't know if you know about it, but in September, there's going to be the class of 73 getting together.
Everyone else.
Okay, all right. Well, we will talk. We'll talk offline, Attorney Dillard. So,
have a good one.
All right. Have a good one, everyone. Good working with everyone. Have a good weekend.
Bye-bye.
Rucker, thank you so much.
All right, take care, everybody. Have a good weekend.
All right, thank you.
All right, see you, Judge. See everyone.
Mr.
And thank you, Ms. Rogers.
Oh, that's right. Hold on, sir. We will have